Hi everyone, how are you? Are you doing good? This is the XANA Metaverse AM session 1119, November 19th. It's an English version. I think the many people will joining afterwards and even they're gonna play the recording like around 500 people or somewhere. So we can just start slowly, okay? Today is actually the very last day of XANA growth campaign. This is the second campaign in this autumn, actually third campaign in this year already. Wow, we have been doing great. This is actually the very last day of it, and we released like tons of the new release informations, new product, mainnet partnership, a lot. So as today is the very end of the day of this growth event, I can just briefly look over and go through like all of the announcement we made so far as a conclusion of this growth campaign. Okay, so that's today's theme. First, even the last week we already explained the Astroboy NFT duel in the demo, right? So we can start from the third news in this campaign. The third news, which was announced on the 13th November, that was a XANA wallet called Zealot. XANA's first original wallet called Zealot has a default DynoChain implementation as a default. You can imagine this is like a passport for you to enter the metaverse world. We have a lot of great features in there. First one, this allows you to browse all of the NFTs you have, especially for like our XANA's NFTs, such as like GameFi NFT, XANA Land, XANA Genesis, and many more. And as more time goes, we have more variations of the NFTs. And more game is coming and more available NFT are coming out. We need the best ways to organize it. We thought like this is gonna be great if you can manage everything at once in the one mobile app. So that is the whole purpose. Another reason is for the very new users. If you're already familiar with XANA, then you know how to handle those assets, right? But for the people who are totally fresh about XANA, or not even only XANA, but like they are totally fresh for NFTs or blockchain or cryptos, then we need a super easy onboarding process. And this Zealot will let them like easily onboarding to hold those Web3 ecosystem. This is how. So now, if you're using the MetaMask, and of course DynoChain is not on the default setting. So that means you have to add DynoChain manually, right? You have to like set up, add a network, type something, and etc. And it is already a big headache for the Web2 user. But do not have to worry about this because Zealot has a default implementation of DynoChain mainnet. So that means you do not have to set up anything. It is already built in. We can skip all those like adding network process. You just need to open the app, then like start using it. And that already have as soon as you start creating this app, it's gonna create a new private key for you. That is a key that only you know. We don't even know. Like it is totally like Web3 wallet. So we don't manage anything. That means if you forget this key and you lost your phone, then sorry, this is gone because we can recover it. If we can recover, that means we have a chance to manage your funds or your key phrase, right? We don't have the way. It's like a MetaMask. So like you really have to manage yourself, or like as long as you just, keep your mobile phone the safe place, and in the worst case, just keep the secret key or like a recovery phrase in somewhere. Not in the phone because you're gonna lose the phone, you're gonna lose everything, right? Not in the phone. Like in the best case is like you can print out and you can just put it into your treasury or vault in your house or bank or something, okay? Then you can lose your phone. You really have to put like some kind of great rock on your phone, right? Because if somebody gets your phone, if there's no password, then they can access the wallet. So that's dangerous. You really have to make sure that you're gonna have a default lock on your phone anyway. That's a basic. Then like this is very secure because no one can touch it. As soon as you can open the app, Zealot is gonna give you the one first account, default account, then that is on the DynoChain. But we also have like a major networks like Ethereum network, Binance network, a Polygon network, which we already released our NFTs for. Those are already added as a default. So you can just select a network and to connect a wallet to somewhere like OpenSea or like whatever our partners platforms, and you can just use it as a normal wallet. So it's a very easy process. Like if you're a new user, you don't have to download a MetaMask. You don't have to learn what is MetaMask, and you don't have to learn or what is a network, and you don't have to learn like A to B to C. We are trying to make it as easy as possible for the easy onboarding. So that is the second big purpose of the Zealot. And the third, we are trying to add more and more the utilities for our NFTs, and that the Zealot can empower those utilities inside of the app. Because as this is a mobile app and we can add like a lot of things. For example, you can easily chat with your XANA Genesis, because like now you have to connect your wallet to the PC, like you have to type the chat and etc. But like this Zealot will let the conversation process with the XANA Genesis extremely easy. You can just open the phone because you already have a XANA Genesis in your wallet, so you don't have to connect anything. You can just open the app and you can just start chatting. So that is very easy, and this is much faster than like a browser. We can have like faster and easier user experience for the XANA chat, and after that like XANA Genesis will start like moving or start chatting, and of course the phone is very handy to do those kind of stuffs as well. And next thing we are thinking about is we're gonna have some kind of a GPS function in Zealot. That means we can actually connect our metaverse world or metaverse ecosystem with the actual location, geolocation in the real world, so that we can plan something like, if you bring this XANA Genesis to the position A, then you can get some kind of like a special reward or some special NFTs or like tokens or something like that. We have a collaboration with Astroboy and the Japanese local government, right? So if you bring the Astroboy card to somewhere that our collaborators like a district or a city, then the GPS will tell you, you have an Astroboy and now you are our town, then I will give you some kind of reward, or like some kind of new NFT can be minted. We can use like that way. Another way of use, there's actually some kind of the stores or like actual like places, for example like restaurant or like a hotel or like any other places. We can allow them to scan your Zealot and they can give you some kind of like reward or like discount or like coupons. We can use Zealot like that. This is not only limited for the XANA wallet, but we can just open this function to like our partners. If we have partnership with the other NFTs, then we can provide this function to other NFT users, right? Then that users or community of that NFT collection can easily come onto the Zealot. That means we can have a more exposure. They will get some kind of chance to know about XANA. We would definitely want to provide this function to everyone. We are basically trying to make this as a passport to the Web3 world, and not only for XANA, but like for everyone. So that is what we are thinking about Zealot. As time being, we're gonna keep adding more and more ideas and more functions onto this Zealot. Okay, so this is a really amazing project and product that we are working on. And actual release date, we're thinking about somewhere like this month, probably. There's like again some kind of details or discussions with the Apple Store, and they don't want to like some functions, but like Google Play is much easier compared to iOS, so like maybe the Android version can come up faster, and probably we can start giving our communities to test Zealot through our test mode, and we will keep like trying to list this in the App Store as soon as possible. So that is about Zealot. Next news is November 14th. This is a collaboration with a Japanese artist, Yuya Tagoshi. He is a super famous. He is like almost everyone in Japan knows about his name because he was such a huge in his ex group called News. It's like, K-pop male idol group. This is a Japanese version of it. That was quite famous, and he was been there almost like 17 years. That's huge. That's very long. Like there exists since I was kid. So that's why like almost like everyone in Japan knows his name. He's also like really great dancer and a great singer. And that's how everybody know about him. And not only that, like he also was attending, has a regular role of the Japanese super famous TV shows. He has several very famous TV program. So like he was host. That's another reason like how the most of the Japanese people get to know about him. And after that, he got independent. He left like his old agency and now he is doing like freelance, but like he has tons of followers. As soon as he quit last agency, become freelance, and he start like Twitter and the YouTube because that was prohibited in his last agency. Like right after he opened those accounts, immediately he got like over millions and millions of the followers in his account. That shocked everyone, like he's such a strong guy. And then also he is keep doing his artist work, also like becoming some kind of host encore for FIFA World Cup events. There's a brief introduction about him. What we're gonna do, he is keep challenging more and more for the new thing after he's independent. Now, like after his debut in the YouTube and he built like a super big channel like very quickly, now he is ready to come into the metaverse because not only him, but a lot of like major like amount of the influencers in Japan, they are seeing the metaverse is their next destinations. We also introduced like Japanese female influencer Tomomi Morisaki in the last growth campaign. She has like 5 million followers, right? That's pretty crazy. But also she is like very forward-thinking woman. Now is Instagram or like TikTok, but like next era is the metaverse. So like why don't we just start preparing from now? So those advanced mind people, influencers are already start preparing the metaverse era. So that is a great positive sign for us. That is why we could have those kind of huge influencers onboarding to XANA. And they are very aggressive and very motivated to start like their, activities in the metaverse. That is why they also acquired the land and becoming the avatar and planning some kind of metaverse event. And also like releasing some NFTs. Of course, XANA will produce those NFTs. We can connect those NFTs into the Metaverse utility. For example, only the NFT holders can visit like Takoshi's land or Morisaki's land, and like they can meet up with their avatar. They can communicate with their avatar. Those kind of utilities can be given to those NFTs. So that is gonna be like huge in 2023 that we are planning now. And yeah, let me add one thing. He is having such a great activities, but not only that, he is such a great person to have the various and numbers of volunteer non-profitable activities beside of his work. And he's supporting a lot of like, the local villages, local economy for doing something for the kids. He's doing a lot. I really respect about that. And one of his activities, the volunteer activities, is like the one called Tekashi Village. This is happening on the Fukushima. Some of you guys may know that is the place which got a large hit by the Japan's earthquake a decade ago. Still, that was a huge disaster, and still like economy over there haven't fully recovered yet. So they are still having some kind of difficulty, even though they're saying like our food is safe, the rice or like our vegetable, our fishes and everything is safe. There's no radiations detected and etc. But still some people are afraid because we are very afraid of the radiators, sub effects of the things. But those local farmers, they can relocate themselves. That's their home, and they have to like relocate their local economy as well, and the kids has to raise in there, so somebody has to help them, empower them. That is why he was decided to this project Tekashi Village, and he actually made some kind of small village over there with the local kids and the local farmers, and he just literally like start everything from scratch just open up the land and start organize the soils. Like they bring some animals there and start doing the preparation for like raising the plant the rice. I actually made some kind of blend over there, their own rice brand in local. And of course he has a tons of followers, right, and audiences. He was just keep reporting what is going on in that village and like what kind of things we did last time, and now it is growing that much. Now you can order our rice and etc. That spread a lot. That's gonna definitely like give another new light in the local economy. I really respect that work. And he said he's gonna continue this Tekashi Village project into some other places as well. After the listening those great activities, another local government or like another local places which having a spending a hard time to levitate the economy, they are asking him to open this Tekashi Village in their local as well. And that's such a great thing, right? So we definitely want to help it. We definitely want to do something together from the metaverse side as well. Yeah, so like I came up with the idea, like why don't we just do it in the metaverse and connect to the local like farmers. We're gonna synchronize some kind of functions between the metaverse Tekashi Village and the actual real Tekashi Village. This is some kind of still like brainstorm phase, but like we are very positive about this one. So definitely I want to realize this plan. We want to start doing something for the local economy as well. We are already doing this local economy levitation by the Web3 ways, like such as from like Astroboy X, the local prefectures project. But this one, that is a GameFi more likely. But this one is actually more like interesting simulations. It's more like a metaverse utility. For example, let's say we have one plan, make some kind of metaverse local farm. We can even make it as a game almost. You can just become an avatar, like start building your own farm in your land, and then you're gonna start buying some kind of like the seed of the plant as NFTs. And you're gonna start like growing it. Right after you get some point that NFT grows, it give you fruit, some kind of food. Then we can probably collaborate with the local farmers to actually send that fruit from their local to your home. That is like an amazing plan, right? I really love this idea. Not much of the people doing it, but like this is I think the next stage of how the metaverse could be a support for the reality. I really love this idea, and the great part is you do not have to physically visit that local place to do something. You can just, having your phone and access to the metaverse and buying some NFTs that is connecting to the local systems. So you can stay your home and at the same time, you can be a help for those things with funds. Once I speak about this plan, like his fan was reacting really great and he left some message to my podcast channel. They say like they really love this plan and like they realize it and we are waiting for it and etc. So like even we just talk about the ideas, like we are getting like great reactions. So I'm very positive about this one. Yes, like trying to find a way to how to realize it. And probably somewhere in the next year, we're gonna talk to some like local partners because we have the one thing that we cannot forget. That's our actually the largest partner, the JTB, and they have huge connections to all over the Japanese like locals. So like it is not hard for us to find each local partners. That is totally possible. And even with the JTB, this plan can be even bigger. So yeah, that is something like we are planning. Beside of his music and dance work, we are thinking about those kind of content in his metaverse. So this is very exciting. And the next one, November 15th. This is actually one of the largest news has been released for this growth campaign. This is our collaboration with Japanese one of the most famous reality TV show called Run for Money. This one is huge. It's almost everyone in Japan know this title. They know about this one because they love it and their kids love it and everyone loves it. This is almost, the one of the signature TV show of our partner Fuji TV. And now they are ready to come to the metaverse. We started this deal almost like a year and a half ago. It's a huge process. I thought like it is almost seems like impossible in the middle, but like we never gave up, and like both sides is trying so hard, to realize this one. Not only from our side, but also their side as well. See, like look, both want to do it. But of course, they're the largest media in Japan. They cannot mess up anything, And everyone knows about this TV show. Everyone knows about this TV station, We cannot make any mistake. So that is why we just literally go through everything, like legal thing, risk management, and the local regulations, and expected some kind of like change of the law, and etc, right? Especially this program is loved by the kids, so we never want to make any kind of mistakes or bad influence to the kids. So that is why we are extremely careful, and like so to list up all of the potential things, and we just try to like overcome one by one, and finally we came to the agreement point in the end. Then almost like that was a month ago, finally the contract has been done, and now we were ready to announce this huge news. So that just happened on the 15th November. That's how it realized. And now actually we are already start building this game in a metaverse. Development is going on, and we just almost like finished the basic game design and build a basic avatar, and now we are like start developing and stuff. Another great part of this one is this is not only quite famous only in Japan, but also this is huge in worldwide now, because Netflix just start broadcasting this Run for Money at the same day of our announcement. That was on November 15th. Now this Run for Money is available for more than 190 countries all over the world through the Netflix. So if you have a Netflix, please just check it out. Like Run for Money, you can search it and you can watch it. They made a special episode just for the Netflix. So this is a new episode. So this is another super bullish news, because now like everyone can enjoy it with their subtitles over I don't know how many even languages, but it is available for everyone. So that is another great news. Of course, like it is just like keep broadcasted in Japan as well. So definitely like next year will be huge year for this Run for Money content. Before Netflix, this had been already licensed and franchised to some other countries like Taiwan. I remember that was maybe China as well, and the USA and some other countries. So they already had some kind of local version of this Run for Money, and now this Netflix version is for the worldwide. Not only the each country, but worldwide, right? So as soon as this game is launched, then I can totally see a lot of people coming to our metaverse and start playing this game. That makes me so excited, and I just love the short video clip that we launched. I just love this visual. We like really try to figure out how to combine the symbolic guy, which is called Hunter, because this is like a tag game. So you become a runner, and there is the hunter, and hunter will chase the runner in the game. So if in the 60 minutes or something, if the runners can escape successfully, and they can get huge money. But like hunters, they're very fast. They're very strong. Starting from the few of the hunters, but they're gonna increase time by time. So like games becoming harder and harder. But like more longer you escaped from them, then you can get more money. That makes this show very exciting, right? So that is why this iconic guy called Hunter has a very iconic look. Maybe you can imagine some kind of like a Matrix or the Men in Black, the black suit, the sunglasses and stuff. This is a very iconic guys, and we were trying to figure out how can we turn those guys into the metaverse. We first make a trailer version of it, and this is a part of the trailer. You can look at it in our tweet or Telegram. I love this video. Like there's a futuristic Xana city, and those three hunters are standing and watching the camera, and we go close to the some kind of billboard, and it says "Run for Money." This is short video, but like very have a lot of impact. And now we are also making this small avatar version of it because like it has to be the same size with our Xana avatar, right? So we already make that. Maybe in the near future we're gonna reveal the Xana version of the hunter. It's actually very cute, not scary, but it's cute. So like I can't wait to show you guys our avatar of the hunters. One interesting point is like not only becoming the runner in our game, you can also become a hunter. right? And we can of course have some kind of reward in the game. We haven't revealed it is NFTs or like it is a XETA token or whatever. We are figuring out how to legally make this good NFT blockchain game in the metaverse. So definitely like it is just free to play and that's not too exciting, right? So we're definitely thinking something like an esport type of the earnable event. So like either you become a hunter or either you become runner, we have some kind of mechanism to let you challenge to earn in the game. That is how it's gonna work. So that was about the run for money. Let's go to the next one. The news in November 16th. This is another new anime called Flagria. And this one is very new because they just made new IPs from scratch together with us. So we are the part of the NFT and metaverse and blockchain game team, and they are the musical team of it, and there are of course animation team of it, and maybe there will be some manga team or novel team afterward, we don't know. But like this is those kind of a cross entertainment project, and we made this IP from scratch. So we have a different kind of feeling compared to like existing famous IPs, but this one like we made it together like from the scratch. So like we have good affection of these IPs and we are keep like trying to let it grow from zero. The team itself, the Flagria team, include us doing a really great job, and they got huge artists like top artists, celebrities into these IPs, such as the super famous K-pop group called The Boys is like called Next BTS. They're huge, and they have a 2 Twitter account. Both of them have like almost 2 million followers, and their music play is like crazy. They're like superstars. And this time they're gonna provide theme song for this IP. They're gonna have another song as an OST. I heard they're gonna also attend as a voice actor in this anime version. So that's very exciting, right? As they're super famous, there's millions and millions of fans all over the world. And definitely those fans will come and watch the animes, and they're gonna come and play the game. So that is another driving force for the mass to coming to XANA Metaverse. So that's how exciting it is. And not only them, we have also another K-pop artist called Nick, N-I-K. And also the vocalist of the K-pop group Supernova, his name is called Yunak. They are also coming to joining this anime as a voice actor and also becoming the actual actor in the musical version of it. The musical will be happening on the next year, February 3rd to the February 9th in Tokyo. So they already have a metaverse musical ready right after the anime broadcast. The anime broadcast is starting from the next January, and right after that, there will be a musical of it. So that's very exciting and very fresh. There is no such a project existed before which has simultaneous exposure in the anime and metaverse and a musical, right? So it's such a cross entertainment next generation format of the entertainment. So I'm very excited about it. Okay, and also like one thing to add, like there is another huge Japanese artist called Chemistry, and the lead vocalist of this Chemistry, his name is called DynoChain. He's quite famous in Japan. He is also doing main role in this musical, and he is also attending as a voice actor in this anime. That making this anime really huge actually, and very interesting for all the entertainment industries. That is the Flagria, and they are coming to XANA for what? We gonna produce their NFTs, and we're actually breaking them and their stories into a metaverse game. The format we are thinking now is the multiplayer action game. It's like a survival game, but not like instead of having guns and stuff, they are the magicians. They are the wizard. This Flagria is a story about a wizard. So they're gonna do the magics. And we haven't decided exactly that this is a battle royale for the single person to attend to fight with all of the others. Or this could be the team play, like 5-5, 5 vs 5 or 3 vs 3, like a team battle. We haven't finally decided those part, but the basically concept is something like that. The like battle royale kind of game with the magic. That's the basic concept. And we are starting like a brainstorming all of the details and NFT release date and the game details with the team. So we're gonna update this news as soon as it has a progressions. That is about Flagria. Let's go to the next one. November 17th. This news is wow. This is another big one. We will launch another new NFT generative collections following to XANA Genesis. This is called XANA PENPIES. And not only XANA PENPIES, this is featuring Crypto Ninja. The Crypto Ninja is the largest NFT brand from Japan with over 73,000 Ethereum market cap. That's crazy. It's like over $1 million. No, $100 million. It's a huge collection. It's some of the top 10 entire NFT collection all over the world. It's that big. They have not only that, but they have a lot of sub collections, and all of them are getting like really great growth. We are very excited about this collaboration. And actually, another reason is we are the almost like #1 Web3 metaverse from Japan, and they are the #1 NFT collection from Japan. So like together with them, we're gonna almost like conquer this market. From Japan to the global. We are very bullish about this one, and together, like with them, this is gonna be very interesting and very, very, very achievable. Let me introduce a little bit about this XANA PENPIES. This will be released on the 21st January 2022. Okay, so that's gonna be like almost a 2 month ahead. So we still have tons of time to prepare. And we're gonna create the 10K generatives from these penguins, and we're gonna sell it almost free mint. But like instead of just doing the free mint, this is gonna be like 0.001 Ethereum only. It's like almost $1, right? So that's why I say almost free mint. This is kind of like a technical reason that we are not like doing exactly free, but like just super small fees. So you can think about this is almost like nothing with the gas fees. Because the gas fees now is really cheap, like almost like a few bucks, right? So at least spending a few bucks, you can get this NFTs. So not like XANA Land or XANA Genesis. This is like our very new challenge. The way it look is super cute. It's such an adorable penguin, and we actually made this penguin almost like more than a half year ago. And we're just keeping it until now. Also, not only that, we are adding some kind of attribute from the Crypto Ninja to add on top of the penguins. This is almost like some kind of ninja penguins. That making them a super cute and super special. If you guys are knowing XANA for a long time, maybe some of you guys know about Alpha Pass of XANA. XANA Alpha Pass is some kind of like early access ticket for a lot of functions in the XANA Metaverse or XANA ecosystem, like such as XANA Metaverse app, the NFT Duel, further upcoming many applications. If you are the XANA Alpha Pass holder, you can access to those products earlier than everyone, the way earlier than public. That is a great function of this Alpha Pass, and we partially used our penguins in this Alpha Pass. It was almost like 600. We actually made like more than 10K corrections by the time, but we only used like 600. So this time, this Crypto Ninja version will be a different collection, individual collection with a 10K of new penguins, which hasn't released yet. That is the important part. We have a various utilities for this penguin. Let me list up a little bit. For example, don't think about this is final, but like this is some kind of the idea. Now, we are thinking about have some kind of utility, of course, for the metaverse. First of all, the things you can do is like once you get the penguins and you open up, you connect your wallet to your metaverse app, and you will be able to see this penguin in your metaverse room. If you have used XANA Metaverse app, then you will probably know like very first moment you open the app, you will see your room. Your avatar is standing in your room, right? And we're gonna place this cute penguins in that room. Okay? And the another thing is maybe XANA Genesis. XANA Genesis chat app. If you are the XANA Genesis owner, you probably tried already XANA Genesis AI chat, which is super smart and super impressive utility. And if the same owner has a XANA Genesis and XANA PENPIES together in the wallet, and once they connect to the chat window, we're thinking about to show this penguin with the XANA Genesis together. So that's gonna be super cute, right? It's like your friend of your XANA Genesis. That's gonna be super cute because XANA Genesis is like such a beautiful and cute girl, and XANA PENPIES is so cute as well. So it's like like a beautiful lady is taking like a so super cute pet in the park, something like that. It's like such an attractive look it's gonna be. That is another function. We are trying to airdrop some kind of penguin wearable clothes to your avatars in the metaverse. So let's see. If this is a winter season, we can probably make some kind of penguin the hoodies or penguin jacket. We're gonna airdrop it to your metaverse, so like you can choose those outwear to wear to explore in the XANA Metaverse. You can meet your friend, and maybe we're gonna make some kind of penguin exclusive world, right? If like you're wearing some of the penguin jacket or penguin t-shirt or whatever, you can enter that room and you can chat with the other penguin holders. That's kind of super interesting. So those kind of things are what we are planning for the Metaverse utility. And another thing is, we are probably, if this project really goes well, if there is a lot of like loyalty fees that we could earn, then we can invest those things, everything, into the games. For example, like we can turn them into the NFT duel card, like penguin card, or we can make some kind of casual game for you to play in our app, or maybe some small game in the metaverse. There's various ideas. But as we are selling this almost free, we have to somehow need to earn development cost. So let's see if this got really great response or feedback from the market, and if there's a lot of secondary tradings goes really well, then we can definitely start developing those games. So that is kind of the utility of the XANA PENPIES. At last, this has some one last big utility is connecting to another news that I'm introducing now. The holder of this XANA PENPIES NFTs can buy another NFTs, which is also the collaboration of XANA Crypto Ninja. That is the news of the November 17th, which is the Crypto Ninja is now coming to NFT Duel, the native GameFi of XANA Metaverse. This is huge. Have you looked at this trailer? This is the trailer that I was spending so much effort to release. So like I really wish you enjoy this trailer. It's super cool. It is super cool. I love it. This is some kind of like a ninja motif NFT duel trailer. Actually, you can see like how it looks. Crypto ninja cards are in the game. Another super realistic ninja is jumping around and doing the martial arts and ninja move, ninja skills in the trailer. That's such an exciting trailer. So I really hope you to see it. This NFT is also coming to the January. This is released like a week after the release of the XANA PENPIES. So XANA PENPIES will be released on the 21st January, and then 28th of January, this NFT Duel Crypto Ninja game card will be released. And the great part is you can immediately start playing the game right after you mint this game NFT. So unlike other games which you mint NFTs and you have to wait another year to play the game, you have an immediate game use case for this NFT Duel Crypto Ninja. Because we already launching the ULTRAMAN and the Astroboy, and ULTRAMAN is already in the test league phase, and soon in the December, we are planning to let the Astroboy NFT Duel card to go live for you to play. So then this Crypto Ninja will be the third IP collaboration of this NFT Duel. So that is why we have already a lot of experiences in the ULTRAMAN and Astroboy. So that's why that makes this possible to have this immediate start of the game right after the minting. We haven't exactly decided how many cards to sell for this release, but definitely this gonna be a big competition because there is a huge Crypto Ninja fans all over the like everywhere, right? So like we're gonna have a special whitelist for the XANA PENPIES holder to have a like first options to mint this NFT dual Crypto Ninja card at the very beginning phase. If there is some kind of amount the left over for this early sale, then we can probably do the public sale. Who knows? Maybe this will be sold out only for XANA PENPIES holders. So who knows? But like that is our plan. Right after a week after the launch of XANA PENPIES, we're gonna have this game launch. Today's news we just dropped 2 hours ago. This is the key news of this time of growth campaign. This is the mainnet launch of DynoChain. Congratulations! This is the world first metaverse focused public DynoChain, allowing both Web2 and Web3 users to come to a new age of Web3 metaverse. And this makes everything super efficient, like cost efficient, and also the high security, and also so much more. DynoChain is built on top of using the technology of the Avalanche subnet. They are one of our large partner as one of the best technology existing in this current market. That is why we chose Avalanche to have the base of our blockchain. They are like supporting us like a lot to bring this to the mainnet. And now almost it is ready. We are just testing on the mainnet. We're gonna introduce like what kind of things will be coming on DynoChain. Let me list up. All of our GameFi will be run on our DynoChain. So include NFT Duel, Run for Money, Flagria, and a lot of app rooster fighters. Another one we haven't announced yet. So yes, basically, technically, all of the games that XANA release will be run on DynoChain. That means every player will have to have a XETA token and they have to spend it as gas fee. Not big though, it's super cheap, but still everyone will start spending the XETA tokens. So that gives huge utility for XETA token. That is why we are bringing all the games into DynoChain. And another thing is like staking. Staking will be happening on DynoChain from the next cycle. Okay, please remember, this next version will not be held on C-Chain. Next staking cycle 5 staking will be on DynoChain. I like doing the final test for it, and we're gonna announce as soon as we are ready. I believe the next staking will be starting on December 1st. So we're gonna make sure to announce this new DynoChain staking news for at least like a few days earlier than that. And the vesting, okay? This is very important. Some of you guys are already attended to our public sale of XETA token, right? And you guys will have a slot to vest another token in November 20th, I believe. From the point of today, it's gonna be tomorrow, right? And we think this is possible. We are doing the final test right now. When this final test goes smooth, then like you guys will start vesting a new token from the vesting contract from our XANA vesting site on DynoChain. So the token you will vest XETA on DynoChain. So please note this important point. If you connect your C-Chain wallet, it doesn't work. Okay, you have to connect DynoChain wallet, and we're gonna share you later today or like already tomorrow. We're gonna share you all of the process how to add the DynoChain on your wallet, like most likely a MetaMask, right? We're gonna have some kind of like easy document and easy how to set up guide for everyone. So please don't worry and use that method first to come to the XANA site to do the vesting. Okay? If something happened and if there's some risk is found, not that a big risk exists, but like a small risk or small bug happens, we don't want to risk it. So if something happens, we will let you know as soon as possible. There may be a delay or some changes about this vesting, but like now at this point, this is the plan. Okay, so please stay close and stay tuned until the 20th vesting happens. Okay, another thing is some of the XANA land that we're gonna release. I am thinking probably a Rooster Fighter land. Our next land release will be the Rooster Fighter land, and that will be launched in the XANA chain. That's our plan. we're gonna launch it on the XANA chain. So the land will have an Ethereum network version and a XANA chain version. Further release, we haven't decided yet, but maybe we're gonna take some balance. Some of the collections goes to the Ethereum, some of the lands circulate in the XANA chain. So that means like we can have a both profit. I don't think that the OpenSea will add the XANA chain as a network very soon in the future. So like we still have some kind of land circulating in the XANA ecosystem itself, which is great. But not only that, but we also having some kind of allocation of the land on the Ethereum network. So that has some kind of good exposure on the OpenSea for the like a lot of Ethereum users. The major part of the NFT population is on the Ethereum chain and they are on OpenSea. So releasing those in the both chain, we can have like both possibilities and both reaches together and both pros to combine together. So that is our plan. And the world NFT, we are still thinking and finalizing the idea, but like we are pretty much almost sure that we can deploy this XANA world on XANA chain. So that means all of the XANA world will be traded in the marketplace Xanaria and everyone spending XETA token to buy and sell or like doing the offers and everything, right? So each time those NFT transactions happens, then XETA token will be consumed. And that's going to be removed from the liquidity. And we are planning to burn all of it 100% at this point. So that's going to give a lot of boost for the XETA token's potential value. So that is why we are trying to bring like everything, almost as much as possible, everything to our XANA chain. Okay, so that is a huge role of the XANA chain. The following will be able to pay with XETA token on XANA chain. That gives a lot of new utility for the XETA token. So XETA token on XANA chain will be used as a game tokens for the consumption purpose and the reward purpose, both. Why this is possible? Why we do not fail like other GameFi have been failed in like past year? Because they have an inflational model, but we have a deflational model, and we're not gonna inflate our tokens, of course. So, and we were originally thinking that it could inflate. So let's separate the token, XETA token as a XETA token, and let's have a new token for each game. But if that every token can be XETA and still it will not inflate, but it's gonna deflate, then why don't we just use XETA token only? That is our new plan, and we are almost finishing the architecture of it, and it is pretty much possible at this point. So that is why we are changing a plan. Not instead of like issuing a lot of new tokens for each game, we will try to let XETA token for the universal use case. So you can earn the reward as a XETA token, and you will also spend some kind of things or buying the NFTs in the game or some kind of token spending. That's gonna be happening on the XETA token. So that's gonna create another liquidity for the XETA token as well. Very strong, because more game we release and more users start coming, and then more XETA token will be consumed. And this XETA token consumption will never ever go below than XETA token reward. There will be more consumption than XETA token's reward. That means XETA token will not inflate. That is a very important point. So please remember, XETA token will not inflate by the game. Another utilities, a lot of like some kind of paid utilities in the metaverse. We are still thinking, we are still like architecting what kind of function in a metaverse will be a paid content. Of course, you can try almost everything for free, but like if the people have some kind of another additional like function to be unlocked, we can probably ask the XETA token. For example, at this point, you can have only one XANA avatar in your app, right? And if you want to have a multiple avatar, and there might be some kind of small amount of XETA token for the subscription or something. So those kind of like paid utility, more we're gonna make those kind of this thing and more user use it, then again XETA token gonna keep deflate. So that's how XETA token is connecting to our entire products. Another thing is wearable NFTs, of course. So once you get your avatars in the game or in the metaverse, then of course you want to decorate it, right? You want to make it look cool. Then XETA token will be spent for that. You can have a cool outfit, some kind of brand collaborations, etc., etc. And we are also like empowering our creators to create their own clothes for the metaverse. We have this new system called temporarily named as a XANA Studio, which is product allow users to create their own wearable to deploy on the XANA Metaverse so that they can actually sell those wearable to the other users in the marketplace to start earning, and they're gonna earn XETA tokens, right? So this is another huge empowerment of the liquidation of XETA token. Some kind of paid utilities for XANA Genesis. Now the XANA Genesis chat is completely free for the users, for the owners. So we are thinking as more the XANA Genesis becomes smart, it can create some kind of more utilities for not only the holder, but for the everyone. We are thinking about language curriculum or a programming curriculum or some kind of fortune telling, news gathering functions, a lot. There's a lot of functions we are planning to implement in the XANA Genesis because its AI engine is so robust. We can have those kind of advanced functions on the XANA Genesis, and if we can try to make it maybe some kind of subscriptions, pay per service or something, but this entire earning is not only coming to XANA but also going to the owners. So imagine that if you are the XANA Genesis owner, you can start earning XETA token by providing the service to the normal people, like regular users, right? That is another great way to get earning from the NFTs. Of course, as a platform, we could have some kind of partial royalties from it, then we can burn it. So that's gonna keep just circulating and keep differentiate our XETA tokens in this XANA chain. That is our big plan, and that is those are all the fix. This is also all a done deal. We decided and we are also start implementing it. So that's what happens when the XANA chain comes on mainnet. See, so far, as you're hearing these things, you can feel the huge unlimited possibility of this XANA chain combined with the XETA tokens, and this is gonna be definitely the largest Web3 metaverse token and a blockchain for sure. I'm super bullish about this one. Okay? Or as I said, later today or early tomorrow, we're gonna have a further announcement about how to add your XANA chain on your wallet and how to start investing, how to join the staking, and etc. etc. And more product released. We're gonna have a new guide for each product for you to guide how to use XANA chain. Once the Zealot released, this whole process will be much easier. You don't even have to think about it. You can just, open your Zealot and you just connect it, right? But before the Zealot released, maybe major part of you guys are probably using the MetaMask or other Web3 wallet, definitely provide how to add a XANA chain guide. Okay, at last, we have a XANA chain Explorer ready. We made it. This was a tough deal, and this is a still alpha version. You don't have to expect super miracle function the Etherscan yet, because this is a 1 day old baby Explorer, but it is functioning. So you can start using it, and of course we're gonna keep polish day by day to make it smoother and smoother. So, but anyway, we have a default XANA chain Explorer ready. I'm gonna introduce the URL very soon, later today or tomorrow. That was the news for this 9 days growth campaign. I spent so much energy to introduce this news, but I'm so excited about this, and I'm so happy to share those news. We came this far. Since our launch on this early this year, I think I remember this January of 2022, we start our marketing and promotion and revealing about XANA project. Right? The beginning of the April, we first launched our alpha version of the XANA Metaverse, and the July, we launched our XETA token to the major exchanges, and at the same time, we launched XANA Genesis, and we also launched the NFT Duel, and 2 months later or something, we launched XANA Builder for allows user to create the metaverse world, and now, finally, we are releasing our own public chain. You can tell how fast we are going forward, and let's imagine, if this is a bull market, I don't know, maybe XETA token is already going to the Mars or somewhere. But let's see. It's the crypto industry is still very slow and still young. Unfortunately, there's some sad news about the FTX last week or something, and still a lot of people are struggling. But we believe this is the time to build, and the people who trust and the people who build in this bear hard time are the people who will win in the next summertime, right? So we want to build together with you guys, all of you, and let's harvest together in the next great season. Okay? Thank you so much for listening, and we love to meet you again in the next week. Thank you so much, and have a great weekend. I love you guys, and see you in the next week. Bye bye.